Hey everyone, it's Dr. Kiki here. Just wanted to read you a blast from the past from the TWISmas archives. This is the night before TWISmas, kind of, rewritten by a minion in 2009 named Jason Quade. He called this poem A Visit from Kirk Cameron. 'Twas the night before TWISmas, when all through the lab not a creature was stirring, not even a rat. Post-it notes hung by the monitor with care, with hopes that my efforts would soon come to bear. I drove home my car while clearing my head. My children were all nestled, snug into bed. Robo-wife in charging dock. I had a nightcap and settled into bed for a long winter's nap. When out in the garden, there arose such a clamor. The missus warm-booted and asked, "What's the matter?" Ran to the window, and I could have sworn there was a tiny sleigh pulled by unicorns. Cell phone in my hand as I dialed 911. I knew in a moment it must be Kirk Cameron. Creationist tunes seemed to play from a band, but they came from Ray Comfort, a banana in hand. More rapid than the progress of science they came. They whistled and shouted and called unicorns by name. Now, young Earth, now old Earth, now usher and malign, on blinders and pseudo, on intelligent design. A shovel my wife produced, I asked. Why? She said that weak arguments would soon pile high. Scientific proof they claim to come by. When they meet with an obstacle, they point to the sky. So up to the housetop, Kirk Cameron he flew, propelled by hot air from the conclusions he drew. As I put down my phone and was turning around, down the chimney, Mike Seaver came in with a bound. A bundle of books was flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just selling some crap. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses. His nose like a cherry. A wink of his eye soon gave me to know this midnight visitor would not readily go. He tiptoed across like a man who is mad and proffered a book which he laid in my hand. His Hollywood mouth gave me the heebie-jeebies. The book that he gave was On the Origin of Species. "Don't worry," he said with a sideways look. "There's nothing to fear in my little book. We've prefaced the thing with lies near to treason. Sometimes you have to circumvent reason. We took out the worst parts that put holes in our theory. A chapter or 4. They were rather dreary. My hackles were up, but violence wasn't the solution. The poor man-boy needed an education in evolution. And I said, 'Tis true Darwin's book is of public domain. To mar it with fairy tales, for that I say, shame. Individuals are variable, variations are inheritable. Some offspring within a species are naturally perishable. Survival and reproduction is for the apt and the strong. And the history of the earth is very, very long.' When I finished, he pulled his fingers promptly from his ears. First, I thought he didn't listen, and then I saw the tears. And it was at that moment that he had a choice. He could embrace the science, do good with his voice. Would his brain stay 3 sizes too small that TWISmas Eve? Or would he get excited, understand, and believe? He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and ran out the window. It shattered. What a jerk. And laying his middle finger aside of his nose, he flipped me the bird. Ray Comfort was a doze. He sprung to his sleigh, children still in their beds. His pony unicorns lost the cones from their heads. But I heard him exclaim, ere they drove out of sight, "Just because it's not true doesn't mean it's not right." Oh yeah, and that was our night before TWISmas reading of A Visit from Kirk Cameron by Jason Quade in 2009. Thank you, Jason. I hope you're still listening to TWIS, and to everyone else out there, Merry TWISmas!